Good afternoon here in Palm Springs right now. Valerie Milano, senior editor of the Hollywood Times, and I'm so happy to have our guest here. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. Thank you so much.
Great. Hi, my name is Jade Jenise Dixon, and I'm the writer, producer, director of the new short film Yellow Inside.
Yay! Thank you so much. I'm just so happy. Got to see the film, and we've been talking before we got on air about film festivals and how many there are, and how busy the Hollywood Times is. And I've seen Yellow Inside, and it tells the story of two old friends and how they reconnect after years apart through a shared passion for writing. And since I'm a writer, I have a great love for this particular short film. It's an amazing story. Um, where did this particular idea originate?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me and watching it prior to it coming out anywhere. It originated in my head. I mean, I have so many stories in my head. And before the pandemic and somewhat during the pandemic, I ran a meetup group. I don't know, like a group for people to get together. And some of these characters I met, like not like I didn't really even know as much that this world existed until I saw these people coming to my events and the people that would meet each other and want to date. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm seeing how this world works being from Nebraska. It's not just cornfields and, a smaller downtown. It's actually the world is much bigger. And, love happens with anyone and anywhere, basically.
Yeah, yeah. The two main characters, Kyler O'Neill and Iris Almerio, are simply brilliant in this film. And bravo for casting an actual trans woman. Kyler, who plays Josie, is trans, to help tell this story. How did you find these two wonderful actors?
Well, to tell the story, I definitely wanted to cast an actual trans woman and not have someone play that. So I asked everyone that I knew if they knew a trans actress, and I also had, breakdowns come out for agents and actors access, and we had auditions, but I was recommended Kyler by a friend, and I went to her Instagram page and I was blown away. She even had like singing and things like that on her, on her page. So I messaged her and told her about the film and asked her, she an actress, and she was not only an actress, she's actually a working actress. She has a lot going on, and she sent me her reel. And she also had to audition, so she auditioned after I had gotten in touch with her. So I found her on Instagram, and then I found Iris through I'm a member of the TV Academy, and my peer group is directing, and Iris is a member of the TV Academy, and her peer group is acting. So there was a event that paired directors with actors, and we hadn't met them or anything. And we had a scene thrown at us like the night before, and we had to direct the actors in those scenes. And she was one of my actresses. And wow, blew me away. She
Yeah.
blew me away.
I mean, as they navigate the complexities of their past and present, they find their bond deepening and challenging their perceptions of identity, acceptance, and true nature with their connection. Just it's just so real. So Josie's poems talks about the resilience of the peonies, the flower, how their rugged resistance to time and the effects of weather belie their delicate nature. Josie explains it by talking about being brought home from the hospital in yellow as an infant and her feelings of being trapped in between genders. What great use of metaphor, both in the poem and in its use as a way to explain what many trans people, I believe, feel. How did you come up with that bit of symbolism?
Well, I was thinking about blossoming. Like, what is the best symbol for a person to blossom? And obviously, flowers blossom. But my grandmother had a garden of peonies in her front yard, and she would prune them. And that was her favorite flower. And that word peony has also been in my life for or it's peony. I've always saying peony, but it's actually peony.
Is
Um,
that, yeah, okay, because I
yeah,
pronounced it wrong
people,
then too. So
but I always say peony. But people always they always correct me. But when I was young, also there was a place in Nebraska called Peony Park or Peony Park, and it was like a small little, adventure park, where you can ride rides and things. So I kind of put the two together, like a coming of age through like this thing that I remember when I was young, where I was never really able to get in because I was too young. And then when I was able to get in, I was either too short to get on the bigger rides. And then match that with the opening, the blossoming of this beautiful flower that my grandmother found to be so mesmerizing. It could have been roses, it could have been tulips, but there's something about this peony that was just really different. And it does bloom even like just so gracefully. I have that slow motion shot of it actually blooming. And that's how I feel like both of these characters are, not just Kyler, not just Josie, but also Sydney are both finding themselves in this. So I thought that was the best metaphor for them.
beautiful. The screening said 15-minute, excuse me, 15-minute version. Is there a longer version, or is this a proof of concept short intended to be fleshed out for a feature length treatment?
It's both. So most festivals, prefer these 15-minute or shorter cuts. I have a little more risque cut that has some nudity in it. And I just didn't know and I've submitted to some festivals just to kind of see like if
Yeah.
people will like, go out on a limb for the art, because the nudity in it isn't just for the sake of nudity. It's for like this blossoming part of one of the characters, I won't say. And what viewers are going to be able to see through this window, which is our screen. But it's also proof of concept for both a TV show and for a feature film.
Well, again, this is a beautiful story of a friendship that withstands the winds of change and distance of time to blossom into a love which they once only dreamed of. And I just want to talk to you a little bit more about, how can our viewers and our readers find out more about you, find out more about the film, social media, websites? Let us, how?
So for me, I have social media, obviously, at Jade Jenise Dixon all across social media. And in terms of Yellow Inside, it premieres next week, July 25th at LA Shorts Fest. So that's LA International Short Film Festival. And that's July 25th at 10 p.m. At, like Regal Cinemas LA Live downtown. And then we also are going to be in the Burbank International Short Film or Film Festival. It's not just short film. And that date, I'm not sure what that screening date. I know it's September. But if you go on their website, Burbank International Film Festival, you'll see our screening for that. And then we'll see what else happens from there with it.
Lovely, lovely. Well, we're the Hollywood Times Official is our YouTube channel, and the Hollywood Times is Instagram, and Today is our website. And I am so glad to have you and your creativity just enlighten my day and my life. And we will be having our review come out any day now. And thank you so much. And please keep us posted on anything in the future. Are you thinking about what's next for you?
Yeah, I mean, August 8th will be the premiere of a show that I directed called Cold and Windy. You can see that on All Black. I directed episodes 1, 2, and 3. So that's like right around the corner, first 3 episodes. are mine. If you haven't seen season 1, go check it out. I directed episodes 5 and 6 of season 1. It was on WeTV last season, All Black this season. Yeah, and we'll see what's next after that. There's some things cooking up that I just can't really talk about yet, but yes.
Great. Well, hopefully we can meet in person next time. Thanks so much,
Absolutely, would
Jade.
love to. All right, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.